My first myth today came in via email, and it asked if it's true that Elvis Presley and Oprah Winfrey are actually related. Now, this one seems like a complete lie on so many levels, but believe it or not, it's 100% true, and it's been proven by science. About a decade ago, a group of genealogists delved into this very question for some reason that I'm not quite sure of, and the two actually have a common ancestor who lived in Mississippi in the mid-1800s. Some of this has to do with the reality of the United States at that time, some of this has to do with pedigree collapse, but it's not like we're talking thousands of years ago, just about 150 years back. So yeah, the King and Oprah Winfrey, totally related. Our second myth goes to two rather mythical people within the world of hip-hop music, Vanilla Ice and Suge Knight. As the story goes, the two met to discuss a business arrangement in a Hollywood hotel one evening, and Suge demanded that the Iceman hand over publishing rights to Ice Ice Baby while he dangled him over a hotel balcony. Now, Suge does have a reputation for some rather odd and dark acts within the world of music, but this one seems a little bit too much like a Hollywood movie, though there is some truth to it. There was in fact a meeting between the two in a hotel in Hollywood, and during that meeting, Vanilla Ice did in fact sign over some of the publishing rights to Ice Ice Baby. Mr. Van Winkle says that Suge was a very pleasant person and that the meeting went off without any incidents whatsoever. However, countless Suge Knight associates say that the incident on the balcony completely happened and that they have the total rights to the song. One way or another, the publishing rights played a massive role in the early funding of Death Row Records. And the only people who will know if that really happened are the people who were there, but for me, I like to believe the balcony incident happened. Our last myth today was another request, and it asks if there's any truth behind the story that Aerosmith's song Dude Looks Like a Lady was actually written about Motley Crue's Vince Neil. Now, the 1980s were filled with gender-bending hard rockers, and the Crue certainly took part in that trend. And they were certainly friends with the guys in Aerosmith, and they remain that way to this day. While this song could have been applied to thousands of different people at the time, it is 100% true that it's actually about Vince Neil specifically. Steven Tyler wrote this song with Desmond Child, and they both stated that it was actually written after they mistook Vince Neil for a girl one night at a bar. This story's been corroborated by Vince Neil and in Nikki Sixx's book, and they all seem to take it with a laugh because they remain friends to this day. But it's still true. Dude looking like a lady? Totally Vince Neil, not that Steven Tyler's one to talk. So those are my myths for this week. Be sure to check back here every Friday as I delve into some of the coolest stories in music history. If you've got a myth you want me to look into, email it to me at thedailyguru@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook right here, and I'll see you guys again next time.